please like the video. If you do not like the video, then dislike the video. Thumbs up, thumbs down. And if you're feeling really nice, then share and subscribe.
Hello. First, I'm going to go ahead and apologize for starters. Well, I hear I don't pronounce my words out correctly, so I will apologize for starters that I'm doing the lazy route and I am not coming on. Whereas, too, you can see my face. I'm not one of those people that sit around and wear a whole full face of makeup knowing damn well I ain't going nowhere, and I'm not going anywhere today, but I want to make this video for you. So thank you so much for attending. I really appreciate you. Okay, so we're going to talk about the Bravo's Housewives of Potomac this past episode. I'll put up the date. All right, and what I'm going to do is get right to it. Listen, okay, so as far as Giselle and Candace's husband is concerned, I just want to make this quick statement, because if you remember correctly, if you were to actually go back to the episodes, now what they're saying is Giselle is telling you, I don't know how long we're going to be on this crap when, anyway. First of all, when they're saying there's nothing that happened. So if there's nothing that happened, there should be anything to talk about. But since we are, and since they did, I guess I will. Okay? But I wanted to say that Bravo has full footage of that. I remember that episode. Now, well, I can't tell you verbatim which episode it was, but I remember when that happened because they made sure that they put that their mics were on. And I remember hearing exactly what they said. But either way, who gives a damn? They said nothing happened. Why is this a convo? Anyway, since they talked about it, I just want to make sure that we remember the fact that Bravo could actually run that, but they so damn shady that they're not going to do it, because I'm assuming that if Giselle doesn't talk about this, that she won't have anything else to talk about. That's the only conclusion I can come up with. So I'm going to skip her ass and go to somebody that's actually talking about something. And, well, no, before I get to that, let's go somewhere else where someone was just might as well not be there for now. Ashley, listen, I told y'all, I think she's gorgeous, young, and vibrant, and this, that, and the other. But Ashley, to me, y'all wondering, what is Ashley up to? What is she doing? Well, let me tell you what she's doing. She's securing her spot for next season. Because Ashley is thinking like, wait a minute now, I'm about to be divorced. That all that extra stuff my hubby was giving me is not going to be there anymore. And even though I do get a coin from Real Housewife of Potomac, and I don't know what the hell she's doing with it, she noticed that her money's going to be gone, and that Real Housewife Potomac money is actually what she's going to have to rely on. So she's like, okay, wait a minute, let me make sure they don't cut me for next season, so let me just go run amok. And that's exactly what she's doing. Like, she is mad as C. But let me bring that to the point where now that they've went to Miami. It's in Miami. And I totally agree with, I think, Giselle when she was like, we are in Miami. Why are we here and why aren't we at the beach? Now, I do happen to know from personal experience that Miami does have some accommodations for the number of people. I think that Maya, anyway, I think she was just being a tad bit petty, unless they told them they would only spend a certain amount. Now, I'm quite sure had they told them that, the girls would have been willing to put some more money in there so they could be accommodated to their leisure, such as what Cherie like, yeah, we don't do this at home. We ain't about to do this on vacation. And I ain't mad at her. And she like, let me slide. Where we go? Slide. She said, let me go to a goddamn hotel, because I don't know what y'all doing, but I know what I'm not doing, and I'm not doing this. So anyway, I do agree with Giselle on that part. But now, as we're talking about that, and we're talking about Ashley that's been wishy-washy right now, I noticed that she tried to secure a room for Candace. And I'm like, did Bravo do the whole edit thing, and this actually came before or after the argument? Because other than that, it's not making sense. In fact, that whole trip didn't make sense. Was it a game on or something? Something was so unimportant that they had to just use spacers. And every now and then I noticed that Bravo does does that. They use spacers, whereas to let's just throw a couple of these little extra, bloopers in, and let's make a show because the war show is on today or whatever's clever. But anyway, because this show didn't make no damn sense. Because I'm like, people that was liking each other was getting along, and people that wasn't getting along was like, what happened? And then Ashley just argued. I mean, Bravo, y'all got to do better, honey, because they was just arguing, fighting, and ready to whip each other's ass, and now she's trying to cheat Wendy out of her room and secure one for Candy. And then I'm like, what am I missing? Did Ashley and Wendy get into it? Like, what happened? Anyway, that happened, and I was talking. I was trying to conclude Ashley trying her hardest to secure her spot in next season, because the girl ain't making a sense. She ain't making a census, and she is just running amuckish. All right, that is, and that was. Okay, so Robin. I'm happy to see Robin came to her senses when she decided to remember that, I forgot why I was mad at Wendy. So let me just let this go, because she know that she don't like her, but she can't remember goddamn why. I want to believe that maybe, just maybe, into some pillow talk, Juan might have said he admire her or something of that nature, because a lot of times when you can't figure it out, from what you're seeing visually, even though we know things happen behind the scene, what you're seeing visually doesn't make sense. So therefore, you have to look deeper. And I look deeper, and I think that Juan may have, paid her, some attention, or some insight that was positivity that she didn't like. And I think he may have said something like, I like the way she's about her business and she's professional. And here Robin called herself being about her business and so-called professional. And here he is paying Wendy. Listen, that didn't happen. I don't know if that happened. I'm just telling y'all, my intuitions be on point. Now, you can listen to it if you want to, but I'm just telling you in my brain that's what had happened. Okay? So, because other than that, she's willing to apologize, and she claims she's moving on. Now, she's moving on, but her face expressions are not. She's turning up her nose and she's doing this, that, and the other. So, yeah, clearly you haven't moved on to whatever it is that's going on in your head, girl, because don't nobody know why you mad at Wendy. Anyway, can we talk about Karen? Now, I could probably do the same thing that Karen's doing, being mute. Karen's being mute. She's still mute. Karen said, I ain't ruffling no feathers, goddammit, because I don't want y'all to talk about Mr. Green/Blue Eyes. I don't want y'all to talk about that. We ain't going to talk about that. Now, I'm trying to get Raymond to not be upset with me, and I don't need y'all bringing this shit out on the show. Now, me and him done dealt with it, and then once he see this show, he's going to be angry again. So I'm just going to shut my mouth. I ain't going to make nobody mad, and I'm agree to agree, disagree, and disagree to agree, and whatever it is that you heifers want to hear, so y'all can stay off of Mr. Blue/Green Eyes. That's it. That's just it. But anyway, back to Maya. Maya know that she was big goddamn petty when she went and got those rooms. And my personal opinion with Maya getting those rooms that didn't accommodate such group that think they high on the hog, with the crooked wigs and the 9 parts and the front lace type thing with the jacked up. Okay, anyway, I'm sorry. So it wasn't accommodating. So therefore, if you felt like that you weren't going to have enough room, here's one solution. You could have left your goddamn friend at home. You could have left her at home. One of your besties, which you probably have none on the set, could have slept in your double room instead of your friend. That would have helped it to be one person without a room. Okay? So I think she was really definitely being petty, and she got her girlfriend that she liked to smooch on. Now here once again, it's just my thought. Okay, this is her girlfriend on the side, her husband girlfriend on the side. It's threesome type thing, and it's gonna be a twosome while they're on vacation, and she don't give a damn who don't have a room. She just know who gonna be where, when, how, and what's gonna happen while they're there. Okay, now again, everything I say is not even alleged. I ain't alleging a goddamn thing. I'm telling you what's going on in my brain, and I have an interesting brain. Okay, so this is going to be short and sweet, and actually it's longer than I thought it was going to be, because quiet as it's kept, didn't nothing happen on the goddamn episode. I think my commentary is a little bit more interesting than the episode. Okay, now I'm checking out. If I missed somebody, did I talk about Wendy? Child, yeah, I did. I didn't write anything down for Wendy. All I got to say is, I don't know why Wendy didn't bring a buddy on that goddamn trip, because it seems like nobody's feeling Wendy. The only person she could talk to right now is probably Karen, because Karen would be anybody friend that don't talk about blue eyes. But I don't know why she would go on that trip, because it's not like they went out of the country or even they went overseas or to the islands. They didn't do any of that. They only went to Miami. So at the end of the day, there's no way I'm going to the goddamn Miami with a whole bunch of heifers that don't like me. It ain't that deep. You ain't no way I'm gonna miss out on the trip. Girl, that ain't no goddamn trip. That ain't no trip. That is just a ride away. I understand that that's the South and you're the North, but that ain't nothing. I mean, here I'm in Atlanta. It takes probably about 15 minutes to fly to Miami. Probably about, 13, 14 hours to drive. But it only take about 15, 20 minutes, and a half an hour if you want to count the luggage and everything. So I'm quite goddamn sure with the money that dude got, or whatever it is, finances, that you could keep getting that body done over and over again. I'm quite sure that your ass could have floated your ass on just booze alone. You could have just floated to goddamn Miami. So ain't no way I would go to no Miami in just right here. Not across the world, not nowhere, not Japan. You just right here in the U.S. and you will go on a trip. It's making you. I know you got to get your four walls in order for filming, in order to get that money. So maybe that's what it is. You're like, nah, they ain't going on this trip without me, because if they go without me, then they probably won't film, because you and your husband with them boring ass conversation. Girl, all right, that's it for her, and that's it for this week's episode. And again, I said I'm going to stay committed. And once I'm committed, I'm committed. I don't care if it's 3 people listen to this, or 120 or 3 million. I'm going to stay committed, and I'll be glad when it is over, because, girl, this is doing too much. Anyway, thank you for chilling with your girl, your friend, Selena, here at Grown Folks City, where the grown folks hang. I will be back next week for next week's episode. Thank you.